And I think the great thing about entrepreneurship is you don't just have to follow. You've been leading. So if I look at your company, because I've known you for 15 years,
Right.
Yeah.
is that you've gone from not your parents' milk bone to something that has a healthy proposition for your pet because you care about your pet.
Right.
Being here also have been targeting a younger professional type of population, one that's not going to Walmart to shop for product. And then now this whole notion of the wave of sustainability. We'll look at some of your products in a second, but
Yep.
using cod skins
Right.
as a wonderful new healthy product, snack for your pet. It just goes from trend to trend to trend, and it's the entrepreneur that can actually take the risk, try these out as experiments, well ahead of the large companies who just wait and follow for 5 years.
Right.
So you guys really have been, as I see it, leading the industry in terms of bringing new innovative concepts to market.
You know, the one thing I will add, and I think about it a lot, is that when we first started our retail store, Amazon wasn't what it is, right? And
Right.
And a lot of these other places that now a retail store has to compete with weren't on the radar screen of anybody, right? So, you know, I mean, I can't imagine trying to begin a retail business now, just with the sheer amount of information that comes in every day about the death of retail and the,
Right.
you know, all these other the death knell of retail and all these bad signs for retail. But what we did, and I think it shows in all of our stores, you can see it, you can see kind of our signature in a lot of the stores, is that we sort of built what we liked, right? And it came from our creative backgrounds and sort of
Yes.
our visual understanding and our visual sort of desire to create a space that was very experiential based. And I hear that a lot now. Experiential retail is what's kind of leading
Right.
the resurgence of the retail brick and mortar industry. But you know, we kind of built that because that's what we responded to. And you know, I think clearly other customers responded, our customers responded to it too. The cities that we're in, we were very fortunate also too, because Boston was undergoing a giant wave of development and people moving in. So a lot of it, and I listen to a lot of business podcasts or whatever, and there's a lot of these moments where all these factors come together at the same time. And for us, it happened, you know, to be fair, that happened for us too, right? Boston was undergoing a renovation.
Right.
You know, the other factors that were putting pressure on retail weren't nearly as sort of robust as they are now.
Right.
The dog, pet, you know, industry movement was really catching on. So there was a lot of kind of these undercurrents that all came together at this really specific time where we just happened to open our business.
We've been a bit shielded too, I think, from the death of retail as far as we do provide experience. And part of that is people want to bring their dogs in the store.
No question.
And that's like a huge part of like the experience of bringing your dog into a store like ours is very different than just ordering treats off Amazon. Like what you said, like your dog's happy, you're happy. So like people like to come in. It makes them happy. Their dog comes in, their dog gets excited. They get to choose some treats.
Right.
It's
They
much
sample,
more
The
satisfying
dog sample,
than just
and
like
then they want to take some
yes,
home. Yeah.
and then pressing a button on
Yeah.
a computer.
Yeah.
So like there is a thing with dog food that we're seeing where that's an easy item to order online. But I think the experience is something that you just can't get this experience on Amazon.